I could drink a case of you and I'd still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet.
Sky's beautiful and so are you. I wanna make it up to you, start something new. Yeah, I've been thinking of the parts I played for you, and how I'm drinking from the bottle as I do. It's like a long dream. You're on the wrong team. Oh, there's a light and there's a fire coming out of me every time I see one's a destroyer and one is a warrior, fighting hard to be the better part of me, the better part of me, the better part of me.
Hey everybody, I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a wonderful week. And today I thought I would go over some of my November favorites. You know, I love this time of year because, you know, I get to share with you some Christmas decorations that I find. And I don't know, they're so sweet and sentimental, and I just love showing you what I got. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is some favorites that I found with skincare and a little bit of makeup, and then I found an Aztec sweater that I want to show you that I fell in love with. This open cardigan, and it's this new thing that I just love. You just open cardigans that look real cozy, but they have these very sophisticated kind of Indian designs, just beautiful. You know, the first thing that I wanted to mention is my favorite foundation for November. And, you know, you ask me this all the time. And I think that's because it's so hard for us that are over 60 to find a foundation that it gives us, you know, some coverage, but makes us look natural and doesn't get into our lines or pores. You know, just something that we can be proud of when we wear it. And I'm not a big fan of high-end foundation at all, you know that. But my go-to foundation for the last 6 weeks has been the YSL, the All Hours foundation. This has an SPF in it. And also this is a full coverage, and I don't really ever wear full coverage foundations, but this one doesn't act like a full coverage foundation. So I have truly enjoyed it. I have such a great color match with this particular foundation, and I have such confidence in it. The longer I wear it on my skin, the better it looks. You know, I have a date for New Year's Eve. An old flame is coming in at Christmas time, and he asked me out for New Year's Eve, so I kind of wanted to look, I don't know, kind of spiffy. That's a terrible word. I wanted to look, I don't know, can I say it? I wanted to look a little bit glamorous. So there were a couple limited edition palettes that I saw at Ulta, and they had a lot of mattes. So it wasn't too outrageous, you know, not like, you know, the Toddy palette, you know, with all the glitter. But they still, even though they had a lot of mattes, they had a lot of beautiful shades for my lids that would, you know, pack a punch, you know, be kind of glamorous. So Makeup Revolution has one palette. This is Rose Quartz, and this is the Ruby palette.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring, all the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me.
One of the things that I am most excited about sharing with you today is my turmeric oil. And I have always known that turmeric oil was important to look for as far as ingredients in my other skincare. It never dawned on me to just, hey, order a bottle of turmeric. Anyway, so I researched it. I did. This comes from a plant that's grown in Asia. It's harvested from its roots. It's a fantastic antioxidant. And this is used in anti-aging when it comes to texture and firmness and hydration. So I thought, oh, well, that sounds pretty good. You know, I always thought that sounded good. Anyway, I think sometimes I'm so in love with my rosehip oil that I kind of shut out other oils because none of them have really impressed me except the rosehip oil and the carrot oil. But this is a game changer. This is fantastic. This is, I don't know, have you ever been shopping in a store and you take a look at your skin in the mirror and you just go, what? It's like your foundation has just dried on it and you just can't believe how dull your skin looks or how unhealthy. I mean, maybe you're just having a bad day. I was shopping the other day and I have been using turmeric for a week and it looked like I've been in the shower like scrubbing my face for like 10 hours or something. I mean, it was so shiny and so healthy looking. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, the people around me, I'm sure they were staring at me. I know they were staring at me, but I couldn't. I just like, really? Really? My skin looks that glowy? I didn't use an illuminating primer. It just looks so hydrated. It looks so healthy. And all because I started to use turmeric oil a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night. I thought that is so cool. I had to tell you about it. Turmeric is not expensive either. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's not expensive. So I think of all the oils that I use, there is nothing as hydrating as turmeric.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin.
You know, I just repurchased this, but this is something that you recommended to me a year ago, and this is Palmer's oil cleanser, and I absolutely love this. I can't tell you how smart you guys are, but what a difference, because, you know, if you're doing a double cleanse, you can't be doing a double cleanse, you know, with harsh cleansers on your face. And what I've been doing too is I've been putting a little turmeric with it. So I get this amazing, you know, shower of hydration when, you know, I take my makeup off, or even if I'm not wearing makeup that day, to just cleanse my face with both of these and then go in with something that's a little bit more heavy duty. But wow, what a game changer and what a difference. You know, another favorite of mine is the Azure Hemp Seed Oil Serum. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This was in my giveaway last week and I had so much fun being able to give this out to a couple of you. And the packaging is so pretty. Not that that's a big deal, but I mean, it's so high-end. And you know, the slip of this, the feel of this, for those of you who use Genevieve, this feels like Genevieve, only it doesn't have that Genevieve icky smell. This just has no odor at all. But, you know, do you know that this company, Azure, has been on QVC? That they sell this on QVC? I didn't know that. But anyway, I have a 30% off coupon below for you in case you might want to try the hemp serum with aloe. And you know, I got to be honest with you. The first couple weeks I used this serum, I thought, yeah. You know, I kind of craved it coming out of the shower because of the aloe. But I thought, you know, I don't think this is doing anything. But now I honestly see that, you know, my skin looks a certain way coming out of the shower, and then 5 minutes after I use this, there's just a calming down of, you know, any redness or any, you know, maybe little patch of dry that I might have. So I don't know, I'm a big fan of this. These are sheets of assorted little dogs at Christmas time wearing Christmas sweaters. I absolutely loved these sheets. As soon as I saw them, I knew they were mine. They also, this is a pair of cotton queen size sheets, and they have these in all sizes, and they also have them in flannel. When I'm decorating my apartment, I went more trying to find things that were vintage. I bought some beautiful vintage soaps, and I love these candles every year, not because, you know, they smell so good actually when you're burning them, but because of how they look, the ambience of them. These are the Tuscany candles. Oh, when you smell them, they smell so good. When you burn them, it's not, you know, overpowering at all, but I buy these because of how they look. It reminds me of, you know, 1960 when my aunts would can and, you know, do the jellies and the jams and the pickles, and I don't know. It's just, I think it's vintage and it's lovely, and you know, I try to find these every year. They're hard for me to find, but I absolutely love them. Fell in love with this open cardigan.
Boy, is that your new blanket? Is that your new Christmas blanket?
You know, when I was 16, I ran away from home. And I remember there's never a Christmas that goes by where I don't think of that Christmas. It was 1971, and I had a little job as a waitress, and I had my own little apartment, but I was really scared. And I found a phone booth, and I called my mom on Christmas Eve. And she asked me to come home, and she was crying and I was crying. And she said, "What do you want?" And I said, I just want to be understood. And she laughed and she said, "That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. You're going to have a whole lifetime of people telling you what to do. They have no time to understand you." And years later, when I was married to Ed, I remember I was doing a big music project, and I couldn't meet a family obligation, and he was furious. And he said, "I don't understand. Why are you doing these music projects?" And I said, "Because I have something to say. I want to be understood." And he said, "Good luck with that. Life isn't that way." And years later, 1998, my husband Bill, he wasn't my husband yet. He was getting on a plane and he was going to Alaska for some business. And he said, "Come with me." And I said, I can't. I'm doing music. I've written some new songs and I want to play them." And he said, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, "Because I want to be understood. I have something to say." And he walked away. And I thought he was really angry at me. And he turned around and he walked right back to me. And he hugged me and he whispered in my ear, I could drink a case of you and I'd still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We loved every second of it. So please have yourself a wonderful brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? Okay, this is a deal.